Good morning, Mr. Jon Taffer.
Big Poppa, how you doing, brother?
Fantastic. It's myself. I got Banna across from me. Where are we catching you this morning, my friend?
I am sitting in Manhattan. I'm in New York City at the moment.
Wonderful, man. Can I just tell you what I didn't realize? And like, I'm a DJ, and I've been DJing in bars for a long time. Running a bar is so, people think it's so glamorous, but it absolutely is almost the opposite of, right?
It is the opposite of, man. It's 20 hours a day. You know, washing, scrubbing, cleaning. Somebody's got to clean the toilet in the bar, right?
Right.
I mean, people think you hang out in front, drink, party all night long. Sure. If you can do that if you want, and you'll go broke doing that. You know, if that's your philosophy, I suggest you do it in your basement. It's a lot cheaper. The bars are tough to run, man, if you want to run them legit.
Jon Taffer, you know him from BarHQ on Spike TV. He's on the Lennon's Jewelers hotline. JonTaffer.com is the website. Now, I've been a fan of the show for such a long time. What is the biggest misconception when it comes to having a bar and whatnot? What's the biggest mistake that most owners make?
The biggest mistake most owners make, candidly, is excuses. They blame failure on everything but themselves. So let's say their business is failing. They'll blame the president. They'll blame Congress. They'll blame Greece. They'll blame the weather. They'll blame construction. They'll blame everybody on their failure but themselves. And the reality of it is, even in a worst recession, people are making money. So they don't own their failure. They blame everything on everyone else, and then they go have another drink.
And that's
so of course they fail.
And honestly, that's probably the hardest part, is being able to, and that's where a lot of the drama on BarHQ comes from, is the fact that you point the blame at the owners, the grand poobah of that establishment, and you hold them to task, and no one does that, and that's where a lot of the drama comes in with the show.
Well, I hold them accountable, you bet, and that's a big thing to me. I want them to call themselves a failure. I want them to accept that failure as their own, because the next morning, when they wake up and feel the failure, they'll change. As long as they can blame it on someone else, guys, they have no reason to change.
You're absolutely right. Jon Taffer on the Lennon's Jewelers hotline. BarHQ on Spike TV. The book Raise the Bar is out, and a new app. There's an app to help run your bar. Is this right?
It is, guys. I've been doing seminars around the world for years, and BarHQ, thousands of bars sign up for BarHQ, and we can only rescue 30 a season. So this app is my effort to help the rest of the industry. It is completely free, and it provides bars with all sorts of revenue tracking, 50 free promotions a month. They just push a button. The promotions push right through to social media, to the employees' social media. Their schedules are done on their phone. They get tapped for training videos on their phone, all completely free. And any bar owner that doesn't go download this thing is nuts. It's got 50 promotions in it at the push of a button that you get. So hopefully it makes a real difference and helps the industry. That's my purpose, because I'm not getting rich on it. That's for darn sure.
That's incredible. The app is called BarHQ. That's what the app is called. So search for BarHQ and download it. We're talking to Jon Taffer on the Lennon's Jewelers hotline. Question for you, and because you've done bar rescues all across the country, and you've managed you're in the Nightclub Hall of Fame, for crying out loud.
Boom.
There is a stigma, and maybe it's just around here, whether it be nationwide, I don't know. There's a stigma that, and maybe you can debunk this or not, does the type of music that a bar plays automatically, there's safety concerns in every kind of bar. If you're serving alcohol to grown adults, there's going to be, there's going to be issues in some way, shape, or form. That's just a numbers game, you know what I'm saying, a statistics game. But does the type of music that is played help or hinder a business?
Yes. Yeah. I own the only patent ever issued by the federal government for music management. It's actually called apparatus to manage music to achieve a desired ambiance in a hospitality property. I'm a nutcase about music.
Okay.
And music segmentation affects who comes to a bar.
Oh, sure.
Obviously, a country fan is not going to come to a rock bar. Obviously, that's the most extreme and obvious example of that. So what you play is what you get in the bar business. And what's happened in music over the years is there's no separation between the good guys and the bad guys musically anymore. And the music that appeals to the perfect customer, dressed perfectly, well-behaved, that perfect customer, and the music that appeals to the troublemaker, whoever that is, undesirable, less stressed, chases your good customers away, is the same song.
Right.
So you can't separate or segment bars anymore. It's very, very difficult to do it. So what's happened is music is now everybody's. Everybody listens to everything. And that's wonderful, and that's an inclusive situation. So bars have to be inclusive in all ways, and that creates challenges, because you're right. People drink, and then they start acting like jerks.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't matter. Again, there's going to be safety concerns when there's drinking involved. That, again, that's a statistics thing. So it's just funny that something happens and all of a sudden, oh, it's this, or it's like people are looking for something to blame other than the law of statistics. Does that make sense?
Exactly right. Or the fact that they overserve the guest, or that they're pouring 4 ounces of booze in a drink, or that they're, there's always a reason, and the owner is always responsible. But the number one responsibility that any bar owner or manager has is keeping you safe, guys. I mean, that's what the number one responsibility is, which means I don't overserve you. I don't let you drive home drunk. I protect you when you come to my business. Every business owner, that's their first responsibility. And some bar owners lose sight with that.
You have to have tight security in your bars.
You do, and you have to run it in a respectful way so that people that know they're going to cause trouble know not to come to your bar.
Absolutely.
Because that's your reputation. You just won't tolerate it. And people go where they're comfortable.
Absolutely.
If you make those people uncomfortable, they don't come back.
You're absolutely right. Jon Taffer, BarHQ on Spike TV on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. The book, Raise the Bar, and the new app, BarHQ. Download it, BarHQ, and JonTaffer.com. And I realize we have limited time with you. We definitely appreciate the time. I personally know a couple bar owners that are like, man, I'd love to get Jon Taffer down here. How would they go about it? And I realize you can only do 30 bars a year. How would a bar owner? Obviously, they're going to download BarHQ on their smartphone. But how would a bar owner go ahead and try to be on BarHQ?
Easy. Go to Spike's website, Spike TV, and click on the BarHQ page. There's a box right on that page. You can just click on it, and you can submit an application right there. It only takes a couple of minutes. We do look at them all, and we are always looking for good bars and good stories to tell. And any bar owner listening is worth a try.
Can I ask you this? The city and where everything is always dictates the best way to kind of flip-flop things around, correct? As far as what the area needs and what the calling is for. Is that right?
Yes. Well, we're driven by the marketplace. So if it's a young market, we do a more youthful concept. If it's an older market, we do an older. If it's a more affluent market, if it's a more a less affluent market, all of these factors. We're building the bar for the local market. I'm not building it for the owner. I'm not building it for myself. I'm building it for the customers that are there.
Absolutely awesome. Jon Taffer on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. The new app, BarHQ. Download it now onto your smartphone. And, of course, BarHQ on Spike TV. John, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it. And do me a favor. Can you bring down the bug eyes bug me sometimes. Like when you get angry, the bug eyes come out. It reminds me of my mom when she would yell at me when I was a kid.
I wouldn't want him to yell at me.
I knew I was in for a whooping if my mom busted out the bug eyes and we were in public. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but you're getting me mad now. My eyes are starting to pop out.
Oh, God, no! Jon Taffer, everybody. We're going to break. Come back. It's Big Poppa and Banna on KISS FM.